What's going on, everyone? Sorry for the double upload today, but we just received breaking news from Washington with a new stimulus proposal from the Republican side. So I want to provide you with a really quick update on what exactly is in this proposal, since in my opinion, this is something that could actually get passed considering the current political environment in Washington. All right, let's jump right into it. So as I'm sure you know by now, we have seen many proposals from the House Democrats, including the Emergency Money for the People Act that would give everyone $2,000 per month, as well as the Rent and Mortgage Cancellation Act, just to name a few. But every single one of these has come from House Democrats, and remember, Democrats do currently control the House, but Republicans currently control the Senate as well as obviously the White House. And as I've said before, the likelihood of some of these House proposals getting passed by the Senate and the White House is pretty unlikely, and that's why this proposal today from Senator Mitt Romney, who is a Republican, is such a big step forward. So thankfully, Senator Romney is sticking with the important rule that any good bill has to have a catchy name, and this one is being called the Patriot Pay Plan. This would give frontline workers who make less than $90,000 per year what they are calling a 4X bonus, up to $12 an hour for the months of May, June, and July. Now, this does sound similar to hazard pay that we've talked about before, but this proposal is similar in the sense that those frontline workers include grocery store workers, healthcare workers, and any kind of food distributor. But this does say that it is including but not limited to. So it's very likely that many other professions could be included if this does get passed, including first responders and truck drivers. So in order to qualify for this bonus, you must work at least 100 hours in May, June, and July. So even if you're just a part-time worker working 25 hours a week, you will still hit those 100-hour thresholds each month as long as you're working consistently. So if you're a frontline worker working at least 100 hours a month and you make less than $90,000 a year, then you would be eligible for this bonus pay up to a maximum of $1,920 per month. Now, I know that sounds like a very specific number, but if we take $1,920 divided by 40 hours of work each week and then divide that by 4 weeks in a month, that's where we get that $12 an hour bonus pay. Again, this would depend on what your income is, but even if you're a salaried worker, you are still eligible as long as you're under that $90,000 a year threshold. So in a nutshell, we're looking at a $12 an hour bonus for these frontline workers. But again, the bill clearly says that this is including but not limited to. So the individuals who do qualify could be greatly expanded if this bill does get passed. Like I said in my video earlier today, it's looking like the White House and many senators as well are leaning towards an incentive to get people back to work, rather than giving them an incentive to stay at home. However, I want to make this crystal clear that this is all contingent on where the current health crisis goes. Obviously, the health and safety of the American worker is far more important than any amount of money that is being sent out. So while this bonus pay would incentivize people to go back to work, it's one, only for essential workers currently, and two, there's no point in going back to work if this involves serious health risks for you and your coworkers. So Mitt Romney just released this hours ago, and I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot about it throughout next week since Congress is supposed to meet on May 4th. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I post videos and get those updates. And I know you might be thinking that this is just another proposal, but again, this is the first response we have seen from Republicans in the form of an actual bill. And regardless of which side you fall on the political spectrum, we need to carefully look at the Republicans' response since they do currently control the Senate and the White House. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them down in the comments section below, and I will do my best to clarify this new proposal, and let me know what you think of this response and how it compares to what we've seen from House Democrats. Be sure to hit the like button if you did get value out of this content, and use the first link down in the description to get 2 free stocks from Webull worth up to $1,400 when you make a $100 deposit into your account. As always, thank you so much for your time, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.